Janet here with Lily's Gingerbread Lane. Today we are going over the Thanksgiving Day gingerbread house kit. So let's start with what you got in the mail with your kit. First we have the house. The house is put together. That is the hardest part of making a gingerbread house, so we put it together for you. It comes with lovely sugar glass windows. This one has a turkey on the back, unless you sent me a personalized picture, and then we have that picture on the back. Then we have all the fun stuff. We have the candies, we have the turkeys, the fondant figures, the pumpkins, the leaves, the trees. We have the royal icing along with the two piping bags with a piping tip. Now, you received a list of items that you should grab from your kitchen, and please grab everything, because if you don't have everything ready, the royal icing, once you get it mixed, it doesn't wait for you. You've got to be prepared. You have to have everything ready. And if you only watch this video until I get the royal icing done, that is the key. The royal icing is the key. If it's too soft, it's going to melt. If it's too hard, it's too hard to push through the piping bag. So please watch the video at least until the royal icing is done, and then you can go ahead and do whatever you want. So, what you need from your own kitchen. I use a KitchenAid mixer. I like this guy. It is my mother's from 40 years ago, so it's very old. As you can tell, it's beat up. This takes about 5 minutes to mix the icing. You can use a handheld mixer if you like. That takes about 10 minutes. I also have about 3/4 of a cup of water. I have a big glass for our piping bag for later to help with the air bubbles. 2 cold towels, make sure they're cold. This is gonna help keep the icing staying soft as long as possible. Grab a 1 cup measuring cup, a bowl with a spoon. The other key thing to make sure you have ready is green food coloring. It is leaf green. This is probably the size that you'll have. This is what you'll need. Make sure you have that ahead of time. A spatula, a large spoon, scissors, and then we're gonna practice piping before we actually begin decorating the house. So this is the wax paper to practice the piping on. Now, before I forget, this is also key. Underneath your gingerbread house, if you have a Lazy Susan, be sure to grab the Lazy Susan. It's gonna be so much easier to decorate your house by spinning it. And then the other, this is so key. I can't even tell you how key this is. You have to keep the house cold. The house needs to be like 70 degrees. Grab a fan, use a ceiling fan. If it's too warm, the icing is going to melt. And then you have a disaster and it doesn't work. So this is my fan. Make sure you have a fan. So once you have everything ready, let's go ahead and mix the icing. Okay, let's talk about the royal icing. Like I said, this is key to success. You were looking for white, fluffy peaks. White, fluffy, not hard, fluffy peaks. Not hard peaks, just peaks. I'm gonna go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of water, and I'm gonna mix it before I turn on the mixer, otherwise the powder goes everywhere. Keep that in mind. So while the royal icing is mixing, this is where you have a few minutes to make sure you have everything that you need. Your Lazy Susan, your fan, turn your fan on, grab your kids, grab your friends, your family, everybody, because the fun is gonna start soon. All right, so you can see the peaks. So you want them to be movable peaks. Where it's gonna fall, but it's gonna take a while. Yeah, it's movable peaks. That's what we're looking for, white, fluffy peaks. So let's go ahead and practice the piping. We're gonna do large piping. And then little piping. And just keep practicing that until you're pretty comfortable with it. You have plenty of frosting, so don't worry about that. All right, the icing is all ready, so let's go ahead and decorate. Now, I am going to show you what I like to do, but go ahead and do whatever you'd like to do. Enjoy!
Gingerbread house. I hope you had fun. I hope everybody loved it. We love to use this as a hostess gift or as a centerpiece for your own table. So enjoy and thank you. Don't forget to check out our Christmas gingerbread house kits are coming up next. Thanks.